My name is Grace Orife. I am in the energy sector. I've been in the sector for over 20 years. And in the value chain, I'm on the upstream business. And I'm the CEO of Adela Energy. And I also sit on the board, advisory board of the African Energy Chamber. The Namibia International Conference back in April, it was a fantastic avenue where we have other stakeholders. And I was quite impressed. The organization was really good, and you actually see the hunger, the drive to actually strive and strive well. And you also saw Namibians, actually wanting to learn, wanting to succeed. Namibia is a new kid on the block in terms of energy in Africa. And you actually see key players, you see stakeholders from across Africa coming into Namibia, and Namibia really showing their knowledge on oil and gas, which I was quite impressed. Not just oil and gas, in energy, which I was quite impressed. And going back to Nigeria, I kept thinking that Nigeria is a good place to go back, and actually not to go back as a guest or as a conference participant, but maybe as an investor. And one of the things I will also say about the conference actually opened up opportunities for other stakeholders in other different African countries. And they were given the opportunity to also speak on some of their expertise, the things they also do back home. For the African Energy Chamber, what I do for the African Energy Chamber, I actually drive the women initiative in the chamber. We have a new initiative, the chamber initiative called African Women Business Energy Network. So we cut across Africa. We tend to facilitate to get women together to actually invest in the energy sector, to have a place, to have a voice in the energy sector. Also to look at, encourage more women to get to STEM. We also do mentorship. So, each country has their Women in Energy Network. So we are saying some countries are more advanced in terms of energy. So you expect their energy network to be more advanced, and other countries are not as advanced. For example, Namibia has a very good women in energy network, which is quite good. But they will also need a support from other women in the industry in different regions that have actually done well. So Alben, the Women in Energy initiative by African Energy Chamber, will actually facilitate that and make sure we can close the gap in different regions. I'm actually in love with Namibia because I see a lot of potential in Namibia, and I see that Namibia will need additional skill to what they currently have. They will also need to collaborate with others who have been there, who have been developing oil and gas, or in players in the energy industry, like I can say like Nigeria, like Equatorial Guinea, like Angola. So that collaboration is quite key for Namibians to be able to take on the industry 100%. But at the early stage, I think you would think collaboration is key. And in terms of local content, I know Namibia is putting up, and they are very aggressive in terms of their local content in place. They are putting up their local content, and they are working so hard, which is quite impressive. And I will also say there's an opportunity for Namibian to, as they are putting their local content in place, to also look at other nations in the continent. What have they done? How is their local content policy? Is it good? What can we learn from it? So you don't need to start everything from scratch. We just learn from others' experience. The ones that have gone well, even some of the areas that haven't gone well, we see how we can improve. So I see Namibia being a very big player in the industry.